Bonjour everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Louisa, you are watching Loulou C'est la vie, and for today's video I'm going to show you guys how I do my flaxseed hair gel. Now I already have a video in my channel where I'll show you guys how I do my flaxseed hair gel, but it is about over a year old, so I think it's time for an update on my recipe. I have a few things that I do differently. Also I'm going to show you how to do it so that you don't have a nasty smell, although flaxseed doesn't really smell like anything or taste like anything, but after a few weeks of having it in a bottle in your bathroom, it starts to have a little smell. So I'm going to show you what I do to avoid that. I'm also going to share with you what I do to give it a longer shelf life. Now before we go downstairs into my kitchen, I want to say a few things. First, if you don't like to get your hands dirty, if you don't like to put muscle into a DIY, because it is physical, like you have to put your muscles into it, you know, this might not be a DIY for you. But if you don't mind and if you actually enjoy doing DIYs, you will absolutely love this one. It is a little pain in the butt to extract the gel from the flaxseed, but it is so worth it. I promise you, this is my #1 go-to product for my fine wavy to curly hair. So hang in there, do the work, you will not regret it. Another thing I want to say is that I am using 1 essential oil in this recipe. You do not have to put it in, but this essential oil is to help with the smell. And then, you know, it's an essential oil, so you have to be careful. Make sure that you do not have a allergic reaction to that essential oil, or if you decide to use a different essential oil, make sure that you won't have an allergic reaction to it. So I'm not a professional. I am just like you guys. I do my research online. I try the product. If it works for me and I love it, then I share it with you. So please be conscious when you use essential oils, especially since we're not mixing the essential with an oil, but with a flaxseed gel / water. So it's a little bit different. Now, all right, you guys, with no further ado, we're gonna go downstairs to my kitchen. I'm gonna show you all the steps that you need to do to get the flaxseed hair gel. At the end of this video, I'm gonna show you a bonus tip to get a different version of the flaxseed that you can also use for your hair. So please stay tuned until the end of the video. I will see you guys right after this little clip. For this DIY, you will need some flaxseed, about 1 cup. You will need an empty bottle to put your gel, some organic essential oil, here I'm using lavender, a spatula to mix things in, a pipette, and a stocking. You can find those in your local drugstore. They sell it 2 for 99 cents. We'll also need a measurement cup. So first we are going to boil about 2 cups of water for 1 cup of flaxseed. This is going to give us about 12 ounces of gel. Then I'm adding about 2 milliliters of essential oil, and I let the water boil for a little bit. Once the water boils, the flaxseed is going to release its gel, and you're going to start to see a white mucus appear at the top of the water. Now you can go ahead and stop the fire and let your flaxseed cool down for a little bit. For this next step, you want to have 2 bowls, one where you will put the flaxseed that has been pressed, and the second bowl with a little bit of water. Now you're going to take your measurement cup and place the stocking around it and create a little recipient inside where you are going to put the flaxseed. Now you're going to press the gel out of the seed. Now this is the part where you're going to have to use your muscles. It's also the part that's going to get a little messy. So arm yourself with paper towel and patience and you will get there. Once you have pressed as much gel as you can empty your stocking and place the remaining of the seeds into a bowl, and then use the bowl with water to rinse your stocking. Repeat the whole process until you are done. Now, a few things to keep in mind. It's very important that you let your flaxseed cool down before you start this process, or else you will burn yourself. If ever you let it cool down for too long and you found that your flaxseed is too hard, feel free to add a little bit of water and mix it up until you get to a more liquid texture. And lastly, do not put too much pressure on your stocking while extracting the gel, or else you will rip your stocking. Here I am left with a little bit under a cup and a half of flaxseed gel, which is about 12 ounces. Now we are going to put our gel into our container. And voila, you are all set and done. All right, well, this is it. Like I said, it is a little bit of a work, right? It gets a little bit dirty, okay? But it is by far my #1 hair product. I promise you, you will not regret it. For all those of you who follow me online, you already know it is my holy grail of hair product. All right, now, so what can I say? Here's a few tips. In order for you to keep that hair gel as long as possible, I highly recommend that you keep it in your fridge. Right now I have 2 batch. I have this one that I've been using. It's in my bathroom at all time. And I have this one that I just made. Now this one is going to be in my fridge until I'm done with the one that I'm currently using. It can stay in your fridge for like 6 months. I would not put it in the freezer. I would keep it in the fridge. I've done in the past, I've left it for like 5 months in my fridge, and when I was ready to use it, it was still good. So you can do that. As far as my containers, you probably recognize those containers. This is a Diva Curl shampoo bottle that I've used, finished the bottle, cleaned it, took out the labels, and put my flaxseed in there. This one was from an OC 3-minute miracle, I think it's called Miracle Mask. Same thing, I used the whole thing, cleaned the bottle, took out the labels, and used it. Now I prefer to use this bottle, this type of opening, because it's easier to control the dosage, where this one is more of like a pressure, not sure it's gonna focus, it's more of a pressure thing, so you have to put pressure on it for the product to get out, and it's a little bit harder to get exactly the amount that you want, but I love both of those bottles. Now for the bonus product, so like you saw in this little clip, we are pressing the gel out of the flaxseed, and so we are left with a ball of flaxseed that's been already pressed once. So I call this the first press. Now, instead of throwing away those flaxseed, they still have gel in there because it's really hard to take out all of the gel from the flaxseed. So now, instead of throwing out this flaxseed, you're going to add about 1 cup of water and mix it up very well until you get a nice consistency. And then you're gonna go ahead and press this a second time, and I call it the second press. Now the second press is going to be a watered down version of your first press, and this press is gonna end up in a spray bottle. This spray bottle, you are going to use it on day 2 curls to refresh your curls, give it that bounce back, give it that nice hold and definition and shine to your hair. I promise you, this is a great day 2 refresher for your fine wavy to curly hair. I will probably do a video where I show you guys how I use this on day 2. Please let me know in the comments below if it's something that you would like to see. I'll be happy to make it for you. And then that's this bottle is also a recycled bottle. I got it from Sunbum Sea Water Hairspray. Once the bottle was empty, I washed it and I used it for my second press of flaxseed. So voila, you have it. This is pretty much all that there is to say about how I make my flaxseed and a bonus. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Please give me a big thumbs up if you did enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet. Feel free to share the video with a friend if you think it can help them in their curly hair journey. And ben voilà, that's that. I will see you guys next week with a new video. Until then, my loves, have a beautiful life. Au revoir et à bientôt.
Hey, c'est la vie.